Welcome back to another video. As I mentioned in the last video, we have so many CDMs. We have about 8, and we need to try and find which is going to be the best pairing for us and our team. So what better place to do that than the gauntlet, where we have to change teams at least 3 times. So the first pairing we're going to go with is going to be Pogba and Mariona. They're both going to play the same roles in each of the iterations whenever we're comparing these 8 players. So one of them is going to be the deep lying playmaker as the CDM. The other one is going to be the box crasher. In this case, Mariona is going to be the box crasher because she has better shooting than Pogba, 86 shooting, and she's also slightly quicker. And Pogba is going to be the deep lying playmaker. He's a bit more physical, and that's where I'm going to play him anyway. In the other teams, we're going to have Stanway and Kimmich. Stanway can only play CDM, so she does not have any alternative positions, and she will be playing in her plus role, which is deep line playmaker, and then Kimmich will be playing in the slightly more advanced role. Even though he also has deep line playmaker, he also has box crasher, so he'll play in the more attacking role. We also have on the bench, we've got Ricky. So Ricky we've actually been using already. We know that he's quite good, he's quite quick. Have I used him at CDM? I have not yet. So that's going to be an interesting one because he does have deep line playmaker at CDM. So when we rotate around, those 3 are going to end up being the deep line playmakers. So we've got Ricky, Stanway and Pogba, who will be the deep line playmakers. And you would have seen from the last video, we've also done Hasegawa. She's going to be another one that will be deep line playmaker. So we're going to have to make a 4 squad or sub them in and out so we can compare them directly. And doing that in the same game will probably work quite well. And then we will have a tier list of basically who our favourites are. We may find that Hasegawa we prefer is more agile, quicker, could be nice. But actually alongside Mariona, who we may decide is our favoured box crasher, is actually Pogba that works out the best because he has the most physicality and he is the one that's going to barge people off the ball. Lavia, we have not done the Evo on yet. We're going to do the Evo on him now, and he will slowly upgrade. And I think what's going to happen is we will make a decision on who our 2 best are, and then Lavia is going to fight for that position, and it's going to be the deep line playmaker role. So he's going to have to fight whoever wins that CDM deep line playmaker role, and Lavia is going to basically have to be better than they are. So let's get into our first game. I think what we're going to do is we're going to use one of our other squads. So this will be our second squad that we use. Has Hasegawa, has Gioro. Again, Gioro's in there because she only has the box crasher plus. Hasegawa's in there because she has the deep line playmaker plus. And then the other squad that we'll use is one that's just called rotation. So in this one, it's slightly of a different formation. We're going to play false 9, and we're going to have Stanway just as the lone CDM, so we can really identify just how good she is going to be in that deep line playmaker role. Because she only has 1 position, that already puts her at a disadvantage, because if I want to change formations in game to a 4-4-1-1, I'm not going to have someone who can play centre mid. So I really want to just single her out, just see how good she really is, so I can truly notice that, and then see if it's worth compromising flexibility within the game to have someone like Stanway. So those are going to be the 3 teams. We're going to have some players on the bench that will maybe sub in and out, or it could be that we play with a completely different team that has a different iteration of the 2 CDMs that we want to use. And then that way we'll be able to compare them all. And we may as well use this squad first, so let's play our first gauntlet game. Jeez, he's got the new Son Evo, and he's got Claudio Pina Player of the Month. Good finish there from Giuliano. It's got to be offside. How's she not offside? Again, nice from Stanway. Okay, I was holding down sprint with Stanway there just to see how quick she is. And she was not moving at all. Maybe it's me playing a bit silly, trying to specifically test her out. But if you don't have the acceleration to create a bit of space for the pass, then I don't think you're going to work for me. I do like the ping pass, so the ping pass is nice. Fly shout, nice, good goal. Good pass from Stanway. Back in the middle. From post. I just had to hit that. There's no way he was getting that cross goal. Good ball. Again, like how's he not scored? He should be scoring that. Jeez, what a ping! What a ping from Kimmich that was. Accurate passing that from Stanway. Like, I passed it to someone who was surrounded, but she basically did a 180 pass. There's Simeone down the line. He surely knows I'm going to pass it inside. It's the only space I've got players. Oh, Gallagher, stop it! What are you doing to him? I think he must have lag. There's no way that Gallagher does that to someone. Again, Kimmich with that pinged pass. And again, that is one thing he does well. And it's also one thing that Stanway does well, is that ping pass is so nice. Look at that, it's accurate, direct. It's long as well. Look at that pinged pass. I know he's offside, but that is just one of those balls where if you want to break a defensive line, it's so effective. Okay, so first gauntlet game against a pretty good team, and Stanway and Kimmich's passing, you could tell, was really, really nice. Kimmich who doesn't have ping pass. I could have sworn he had ping pass. His passing, to be fair, okay, I've just realised that the Scream promo has given him 99 passing, so that's not a quite accurate representation of what he will feel like. That's why his passing felt so good. Even though he didn't have the playstyle, just that stat boost was going to be crazy. But his passing felt nice. Stanway's passing, especially the ping passing, felt really, really accurate. And she does have ping passing playstyle. Incisive I didn't really use, and Tiki Taka I used, which was quite nice. I did find though, speed-wise, and maybe it's because she hasn't got a chem style on, for some reason when I was just trying to get that extra step so I can open up the pass in defence, that's where she really struggled, and I tried to test it out and I got caught out a couple of times, which you would have seen. And so maybe that's something we have to try and figure out. So it could be that if she is that defensive presence, because she doesn't have a role, she doesn't have that box crasher plus, she only has deep line playmaker. If she is that defensive presence, she's not going to be the one to get the ball or to hold up the ball, and it doesn't feel like she has the ability, at least not in that game, maybe it was his tactics, but it doesn't feel like she has the ability to get that extra step of acceleration to one side to then make a pass out, which means that I end up getting caught out of it. Let's use this team for the next gauntlet match. We've got Hasegawa and we have Gyoro as the CDMs. So let's get into it. These are just a couple of simple passes. Not so much by Ramirez. I will say from Ramirez, that is one thing you do notice, is that when it comes to playing a quick pass, she tends to take a touch, because she hasn't got anything like Tiki Taka. So it just does feel heavy. Right, go on Hasegawa. On the comeback. Didn't really catch up. She was catching up at first. She seemed to latch on at first. But after that, nothing much happened. Another chance for her to defend. Let's have a go. Nice. She feels agile as well. Yeah, she feels nice. That's a good ping pass. Nice and quick. Oh, I didn't know if I'd scored. That's why I didn't react. The net didn't move, so I wasn't sure if he'd even scored. But he did score. Finesse shot plus there on Garnacho. Lovely. Yeah. Oh, Hasegawa with some strength. He quit or disconnected or something happened. But that was a really quick game. I will say though, Hasegawa there at the end, I wasn't pressing tackle, I was pressing X, which is that shield tackle, and she actually managed to get the ball, which I was surprised at, because she's weak, so I wasn't expecting that to work, but it's good to try. Maybe because her defending is high enough, she actually comes through with that, which was interesting. We're definitely going to have to play more games with her, because obviously that was only a really quick game, and I noticed her more than I did Gyoro, and she actually felt quicker than I thought she would. Agility wise, she felt really, really nice. She doesn't have anything like Anticipate or a Bruiser, but maybe it's that 90 defensive awareness with the 88 stand tackle. So when she went in there for that tackle at the end, she managed to get herself between the ball and the man to actually get the ball. Which, again, like I said, it surprised me. I was just trying it because that's how I would normally try and get the ball with someone like Pogba, who is stronger, who can do that. But 57 strength, and she was able to do that. So next team is going to be this team. I didn't realise I had used Marquinhos in a team already. I need to make sure I fix that for the next gauntlet round. I know I used Ramirez, so in goes Claudia Pina. We will put Ramirez over there, and let's get our centre back then. I guess it's going to have to be April Lal, and we will say goodbye to Marquinhos. So he's just got Cole to Glory. I'm expecting to see Cole Palmer here. Courtois, Koundé, Kimmich, Matson, Carvalho, Busquets, Rooney. I didn't see the end of his team. I see Di Natale in there now. That is a team. Good interception by Budlal. Pogba there, slow to release. Slow to release. I don't know if that is because he has low reactions. I don't know if it's because I pressed it too late. It could be a whole host of things. Okay, well I'm just giving him that, aren't I? I just gave him that. I played that about 5 seconds earlier, and it just takes so long, but I just wasn't paying attention. Right, here's Pogba. You can tell Pogba hasn't got ping pass because that's what that was. Nice Esteval. Poor touch from Pina. I wasn't doing anything out of the ordinary there with Pina, and that was a very heavy touch. Obviously Iniesta just has a nice pass anyway, because it's Iniesta, Pogba, Iniesta. Couldn't quite get it through to Pina. On the recovery, this is where you may notice Pogba's potentially a little bit slower than the rest. I was literally just trying to stop that pass. I was trying to stop the pass, and for some reason the gap just opened up and I couldn't stop it. But again, that's nothing to do with Pogba or Mariona really. I'm just getting completely crowded out in the midfield. Oh, again, I just couldn't catch him. I was just nowhere near him. Ooh, we are getting cooked a little bit here. Good recovering from Brighton. Ooh. Oh, but that dribbling from Mariona. I can't believe that went through his legs. That was a terrible pass on me. It shouldn't have gone through his legs. And Pina converts. I think that's probably the best bit of dribbling I've seen any CDM do that we've been testing so far. And Pogba with the strength, won it well. Again, well in from Pogba, long legs. Long legs to make that tackle. Well in from Pina. See, that is a low driven Pina. She doesn't have finesse shot plus, but she's burying it still. But yeah, like just agility wise, dribbling wise, it is so much nicer. So maybe that is what we end up doing. Maybe that's what becomes our favoured one. We have someone strong who can act as a bit of our destroyer, who isn't as good as dribbling, but isn't too bad, but can just hold the ball up well and win the ball. And then we have someone like Mariona. That was not a great pass, Pogba, but maybe it was my fault. And then someone like Mariona who is going to be better attacking, better dribbling, just more control on the ball. I don't know whether she has 5-star weak foot or not, but even if it's 4-star, 4-star, it's not too bad. We got the perfect gauntlet. We won all 3. I don't know what the objectives are. I haven't looked. We had one disconnect at 1-0 up, and then the other one gave up after we scored 2 goals to come back when we were 3-0 down. But what is available? The bonus, almost there. We just need to win 6. We got the perfect round. We got the wins. So we're back to this team. I'm going to change the tactics and just make sure that all the tactics are the same. Right, so that's going to be it. Let's go into the game. We're going to try Stanway 2.0. Right, so let's have a look. Who's he playing with? Cabal, Van Dijk, Endo, Neres, Pateas, Lukaku. Is that a nice Evo Suarez as well? That's a good team. It's another good team. Oh, I'm just giving it straight back to him. Kimmich there got held up on the man. I wasn't asking him to hold the man back or anything, but Kimmich was just getting held back for some reason. It did. It's like as he was going past a person, he just slowed down massively. Maybe it's his lack of physicality. Here, Stanway just isn't catching. But she is playing that out well. Going well intercepted from Kimmich. Oh. Grab position, see if she gets back in. 1-1. Ooh, well, that fell back to him in a nice position, didn't it? Go on, Stanway, well won. And again. I don't like that positioning. I don't know who that was that Gallagher? He just came to the front post as well. There was so much pace in the middle. I shouldn't have to do a player lock to make that work. Yeah, good movement from him. I keep trying to mark the passing lane, but it doesn't matter how I try and block that passing lane, they always make the pass around the other side. Oh, well, that's very nice from him. Oh, too easy, too easy. I'm getting absolutely wrecked here. Go on, Simeone. What a goal! I saw that Van Dijk was catching at a rate of knots, so I just had to get the shot away. Very nice, Stanway. Has he got the pace? Oh, nice. Well, she played it well. He's just got so many people in the middle. See, with a through ball, oh, that's a pen as well. With a through ball like that, though, I'm expecting that between my fullback and centre back, they get the ball, because that is just what should happen. And I knew he was going to go middle at some point. He probably thought there's no way he's staying middle again. Let's see if Kimmich can make a pass. He can. That was a nice turn away from Stanway. What is it? How come their through balls avoid my defenders, but mine just cannot go to where I'm asking them to go? But well in from Stanway. Well in, getting back there. Stanway intercepts. Oh, Kimmich won that. Surprised. But he wasn't winning that one. He just doesn't have the physical presence. Yeah, good goal from him. He is completely outplaying me here, and he is well worthy of the win. I do think part of the key of having attack win backs is they need to be quick. They have to be able to get up and they have to be able to get back. It's that speed coming back that makes all the difference. In terms of how they played, because they are both short, I did notice the passing. It was quite nice. Some of it is my fault, just making the wrong decision. Maybe having the wrong setup on the players. Maybe it's better to go back to the false nine. The wing backs, you could tell, were lacking just in terms of pace. Just they didn't get up enough to support the attack. And then defensively, the pace wasn't there, the physicality wasn't there, but then I also didn't play very well, so you have to factor that into it. I think you are maybe noticing, or what I'm noticing, is that perhaps having two smaller players where they don't have that physicality does harm you if there's nobody else around them to try and support them. So it could be that we do end up defaulting to something like a Pogba and Mariona, and then seeing who's going to complement them. And because Stanway's tradable, it might mean Stanway has to go. Right, let's try the other team now though. Let's use the CFC team, which has Hasegawa and Giyoro in the middle. So let's try that one. Right, so who's this guy going to have? Oh, it's a complete silver team. I don't know whether he's generally playing with the silver team or whether he's just using it to rack up games played in the gauntlet, because you don't need to win to get the objectives. But maybe he is playing with the silver team, maybe he's really good. So again, we are going to treat him as if he is really, really good. Right, so Ramirez. Score against silver keeper, nothing to celebrate. Asakawa getting back really quick, she is quick. Tell you what, Hasegawa moves it around at speed. Hasegawa again. She covers ground so well. So maybe with Hasegawa, it will work if you have two short people. But again, like, we're playing a silver team, so we're now playing a silver team that's not even here. So I think he's now stopped playing. Look, Gyoro is nice, but I feel like the tiki-taka of Hasegawa just comes off quicker. As a box crasher though, her dribbling isn't as good as Mariona, neither is her shooting. Let's go play the last match of this gauntlet round. But I think already we're starting to narrow it down. I think Hasegawa's going to make it through. I don't think Gyoro's going to make it through. Even though her passing is good, it's good short passing, good long passing. And she has the play styles. The tiki-taka, the ping pass, the incisive, which is the three passing play styles that are really nice. There's something about Hasegawa and how she passes, how she moves, even though she has those same three passing play styles. Maybe it's because she has tiki-taka plus, it just feels a bit quicker, a bit sharper. Maybe it's that she has the 92 vision and those passing stats are just above the 90s, which makes it feel a little bit better. Not as quick, but when she has the ball, you feel a bit more confident in her ability and her agility to perhaps just work that space, beat a man and knock it round the corner than Gyoro. And because Gyoro can't play deep line playmaker, she doesn't have that role. Maybe if she does get that role, because these are upgradable cards, so she can get role plus plus and everything, maybe once she does have that role, that pace, that defending is going to show through a bit more. But for now, I think Hasegawa's definitely a candidate to go through, Mariona's definitely a candidate to go through, and Pogba also definitely a candidate to go through. The others with Stanway and Kimmich, we're going to have to see. Could be that we have to test them out a bit more. And I realise that Ricky hasn't got a game yet, so I might sub in Ricky at half time. Or you know what, I'll just start him. I will start with Ricky and I'll just take the chem hits. So with Ricky, he's not as tall as Pogba, and he's also not as strong as Pogba, but he is still tall, so he's going to provide a bit more of a physical presence than one of the others, than Hasegawa or Gyoro or someone else, or Stanway. Nice passing, nice play. So it'll be interesting to see how he does in defence especially. I think Ricky must be missing some passing play styles. That didn't feel as good as a pass normally would with one of the others that have tiki-taka. You could just tell that the pass was a little bit slower, especially a little bit slower arriving to the person, but also he made the pass a little bit slower as well. Well in, good dribbling. All he had to do was try and work the space for the shot, which he did. Okay, not bad from Ricky. I think his ping pass is there, or at least he has the power and accuracy to make it, even if he hasn't got the playstyle. I have forgotten what playstyles he has though. I'm going to bring on Pogba, and we're going to notice the difference in pace a lot more, because Pogba is going to come off the bench and he won't be on full chem, which means he's not going to get the benefit of the shadow playstyle. Whereas Ricky, even though he hasn't got a playstyle on, he got the benefit. And I can see he does have ping pass, that's why his ping pass felt really nice. But his tiki-taka passing didn't feel quite as nice. Pogba has incisive but doesn't have ping or tiki-taka. So we're going to see how Pogba feels if he's a bit more physical. There's Pogba with a little 180 pass. Pogba's incisive pass almost working there, almost. You really do notice the difference of a player that has a playstyle and a player that doesn't have a playstyle. Oh, Mariona just not quite intercepting that. Oh, outside the foot, Trivella. Okay, we're in a game. Oh, just shoved off the ball by Toon, but Pogba's there. Defensively, Pogba's there. Yeah, that's where Pogba just doesn't quite turn as sharp as one of the other players. He's getting the passes just right beside my player, like he's doing just enough. Great composure from him, great passing from him, deserved the goal, deserved the lead. And in this team, I don't think either Ricky or Pogba stood out very much. I'm going to go with Pogba back in the team because I did find he was winning a couple more tackles, but in the second half we were under it a lot more. So maybe that is to be expected. I think what I am going to want to try though is this. I think I'm going to want to try Hasegawa and Mariona, as for me those are the two standouts so far. Let's just play our first game, have those two, go into that as the final test to see. Yes, Iniesta, good move, good play. Oh, pushed off the ball there. So that is one of the things that we have to watch out for. Well won there from Hasegawa. Good pass through. Finesse. Bins. You do not need the player of the month. The normal goal card will finesse it. Yes, Mariona. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. I do like the responsiveness. Hasegawa just feels responsive, especially when she's making those passes. Oh. Oh! Is that our bet? Or did she just fall over? I thought she was going to get a tap in then. Go on, Mariona. Very nice. Good goal for Mariona. And I think attacking wise, that is where she shines a bit more. Kimmich, Giyoro, they don't have that sort of shooting. Just not the best pass. The space was there. One in Mariona. Yeah, there was just something about Hasegawa in the middle. I just really enjoy her responsiveness. From behind, yeah. Someone like Sesko, who's big, who's tall. And there will be players that use Haaland's, Sesko's, and also Gyökeres as well. When they're using those kind of players, it's going to be so tough to tackle them with such short DMs. And those are the games where you might want someone like Pogba. However, for everything else, her movement into the space, out of the space, in to provide a passing option, her passing, Mariona overlapping, it just works really nicely. Well in from a Chengpong. Again, Hasegawa's there for the quick passes out. That's why you want the attacking wing back instead of the normal wing back, because it offers the option. Or we can just take it round and score. That is lovely. And that was all because the attacking wing back, Jordi Alba, gave us the pass out and we could continue the counter. If he was further back, we may not have been able to get it to him and he may not have been in that space. Right, we've played the gauntlet and we've played a few games now where we've tried every player in CDM. I liked Ricky, he's got good pace, his passing isn't too bad either, it is nice passing, 91 short passing, 87 long passing, but I think it's that tiki-taka play style that he's just lacking slightly. The ping passes on him, they came off quite nicely. In terms of Pogba, he has the most physical presence out of anyone, and it's probably to do with that strength. He's got 90 strength, and because he's also the tallest, he's 6'3", and his building game, you can tell that he's big and that he will be able to bully players off the ball. However, I think the one that we will go with, Hasegawa Mariona. She just feels ridiculously fast, does Hasegawa. Maybe it's because she's got a shadow on her, but she feels really fast, her tackling feels really good, but her passing especially gives the confidence to make the pass that it's going to come off, and I enjoy playing with her more than I do someone like Pogba because she is more responsive. She is really short though, she is 5'1", so it's, you know, she is short, she is 5'1", So when it comes to making those physical type tackles, that's not going to be her. That's maybe where we have a Pogba on the bench. Mariona, I think, is the best going forward. She has the best shooting, the 91 physicals, really nice, 91 long shots as well. She doesn't have any shooting playstyles, but I think just her shooting is really nice, along with also having tiki-taka. No ping pass, but that's okay. She has tiki-taka. It feels really, really nice. Her passes come off smooth, and she also shoots nicely as well. So in that attacking box-to-box, that's what we're going to go with, I think. And on the ball, her dribbling is really nice. And Hasegawa on the ball again was the second nicest dribbler as well. So it gives me confidence that when I get the ball, I can turn, pass, and build up the attack from there. So that's the team we're going to go with. We're probably going to swap Abudlal out for Marquinhos. Again, Abudlal's not bad at all. He's got great strength, great defensive awareness, but I think maybe he's just missing the intercept playstyle slightly. But for now, that's going to be the video. We will finish the rest of our Gauntlet games and then probably have a pack opening for the new promo on Friday or Saturday, whenever I get the video out, and then we'll see whether I want to play Foot Champs, and if I do, I'll bring that video as well. So have a good one, and see you on the next one.